Welcome to the third and final video of this three-part series in which I will totally reveal the secret of learning Turkish words quickly. In the first video I gave you the best tool for learning foreign words, namely space repetition system. In the second video I explain how I make flashcards for Turkish words. In this video I explain how I use my flashcards in order to learn Turkish words the fastest and the most efficient way. Therefore, stay tuned until the end of this video. There are three key factors that influence learners' ability to remember information, and those are number of exposures, length of time during which space repetition occurs, and the amount of time since last repetition. Numerous studies in the area have showed us the way how to end process of the forgetting, and this is actually what I do with my Turkish flashcards. I learn a word today and then shelve it for a while. When it comes back, I try to recall it and then shelve it again on and on until I couldn't possibly forget it. While I'm waiting for my old words to return, I can learn new words and send them off into the future where I'm supposed to meet them again and work them into my long-term memory. At least until we can upload words directly into our brains, this is the most efficient way to memorize large amounts of information permanently. The thread between these two goals, remembering now and remembering later, starts small and grows rapidly. I'll begin with short intervals, 2 to 4 days between practice sessions. Every time I successfully remember, I'll increase the interval, for instance 9 days, 3 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, etc., quickly reaching intervals of years. This keeps your sessions challenging enough to continuously drive facts into your long-term memory. Playing with timing in this way is also known as space repetition, and it is extraordinarily efficient. In a 4-month period, practicing only 30 minutes per day, you can expect to learn and retain 3,600 flashcards with the accuracy of 90 to 95%. These flashcards, as indicated in previous videos, can learn new alphabet, vocabulary, grammar, and even pronunciation. Everything that I have just mentioned is covered by the game that I use to learn Turkish words, and it is called a Leitner box. Here is what you need if you want to play it with electronic flashcard as I used to play it. A whole bunch of electronic flashcards, at least a couple of hundreds. I personally started with 625 flashcards, a master folder with subfolders, 8 subfolders labeled new, level 1, level 2, and so on up to level 7. And a calendar. The intervals won't be the same for every card. Some cards' final intervals will wobble between 2 and 4 months. This doesn't turn to be a big deal. If you cannot remember a card, it will return often enough in order to work its way into your long-term memory, and if it doesn't, then you remembered it. Thus, Leitner Box is a flashcard game. You win the game when you get all your new cards past level 7. To accomplish this, you need to successfully recall each of your cards 7 times in a row, with increasing delays between these recalls. If you win, you can expect to remember each of your cards for a period more than a year. So how do I get from level 1 to level 2? Well, every time you review a flashcard, you look at the front side of your card and ask yourself a single question: do I remember what is on the back of this card? Depending upon the type of the flashcard, whether it is about vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, this question may have multiple parts. Do I remember the correct pronunciation of this word? Do I remember the word that goes along with this picture? Do I remember the proper spelling of the word that goes along with this picture? In the gallery, every time I introduce a new card type, I also discussed the questions associated with this card type. If the answer to all these questions is yes, I do remember, then move this card to the next level. For instance, if the card is in the level 2, then move it to the level 3. If your answer is, on the other hand, no, I forgot something, then move that card back all the way to the level 1 where all started. So how do you know when to review your cards and which cards to review? Well, Leitner Box is a game designed for daily play, so every day you will follow next 2 steps. Step number 1, move 15 to 30 cards into level 1. I chose this number, yours might be lower or higher. And step number 2, review your cards according to the game schedule. The game schedule is a 64-day repeating schedule that tells you how often to review your cards from level 1 to level 7. Roughly, you'll review level 1 every day, level 2 every other day, level 3 every 4th day, all the way to level 7, which you'll review after 64 days. Since there aren't 64 days in a month, you'll need to add a 64-day cycle to a calendar like this. Important notice: since the game lasts for a couple of months, there is a huge possibility that one day something will occur and you won't be able to play. In that case, if you skipped a day, never mind, continue with planned schedule next day. Learning should be a fun process. That is one more reason to try this fabulous game. And guys, every like and comment of this video really help this channel grow. So if you enjoyed, please consider doing so or providing the support by subscribing to the channel. And see you soon.